Hello, Magic players. It's corn time. Time for corn. We're doing another one of these chromatic cube drafts because the first one was a lot of fun and the second one was some fun. So, oh shoot, do I want to spend coins or gems? Now that is a question. I guess as long as I win enough. Coins are more expendable. Coins are more expendable. Gems are harder to get. Of course, I would like to do another Premier Draft soon. That's my bread and butter. That's what gets me more cards, more wild cards, and so on. Hornfish. It's the one name I saw. I was about to just immediately pick Wandering Emperor without thinking, but then I remembered this pack. It's full of rares and mythics. Is it 3, 4 mythics, mostly rares, and then 1 uncommon? Chromatic Lantern is the one that it's all named after, right? Whenever it attacks, put a +1 counter on it, then create goblins. I feel like Wandering Emperor is pretty darn good, though. Look at the top 4. Exile 1 face down. You may look at it and cast it. It's decent. It's decent. Gain 2 life. Spend only to cast it. Draw a card, discard. If it's an on-land card, you get to burn something. When you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage. Tap another target creature. You have your end step, exile up to 1 other target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Thassa's good with ETB effects. Thassa's really good with ETB effects. Alright, bit late. Did she say something? Play with fire if I was going the mono red route. I feel like Icing Death is also a pretty solid 4-drop. Maybe not compared to some of the crazy shit that's in this, but... Hornswoggle. It's funny. Blood Crypt, Play with Fire, Cloud Blazer. There's the battlefield. Gain 2 life and draw 2 cards. That would be the one to go with if Thassa somehow came around. Thassa Cloud Blazer would be pretty darn solid. Icing Death is just really solid. Gain 2, draw 2. That might come around. I like Blood Crypt. But I also haven't seen a lot of... I mean, Play with Fire is good, but it's no Lightning Bolt. Yeah, we'll get Icing Death. Probably grab Sanctuary Warden. What does this do? Deals combat damage to a player. Conjure a card named Fire Speedle into your hand. Discard. Territorial Kavu can be insane. Discard, draw, exile a card from a graveyard. Get Rog's also insane. Rankle's really good. If I want to go black-white. So far, I'm just picking mono-white. Conjure card, discard the card. There's the battlefield. Tap target permanent you don't control. Kind of like Garruk Unleashed, actually. Though Angel of Sanctions is kind of better, technically speaking. I don't know, Garruk's pretty darn good. This is just like a weird Oblivion Ring. Meanwhile, Garruk, I don't know, takes 3 turns to ult him. Maybe that's kind of crazy. Non-Archon creatures are 3/3s. Create 2 1/1s. I don't know. That doesn't seem very good. Sacred Fire is potentially good. Tenacious Underdog is good. I think I'd rather get Garruk than Underdog, though. Sholdred, what does this do? Create a 1/1. Meh. Is Mind Stone or Charming Prince better? I'm leaning towards Mind Stone. Meat Hook Massacre is a heck of a card, though. I mean, he's probably better if I end up against aggro. But... Angel of Invention, what does this do? Not great. Tapped creatures get +1. Oh, untapped creatures get other. Okay. I do like Gear Hulk. I'm not crazy about Silver Quill Command. Or the rest of these, to be honest. Circuit Mender's okay. Looks like we're just big white. Fate's Fetters is pretty nice. Each mode must target a different player. So someone else was using this where they used the +1 counter on me, and then just like use the draw card or the make an inkling on themselves, and since I didn't have creatures, he essentially just got a free effect. It was pretty nice. I like Fate's Fetters though. Chandrix is really strong. The thing is, like, Chandrix is one of those cards that gets around Fate's Fetters. What is this? Seek a spell with the same mana value. Eh. Friend of Wolves. Up 2-1. I think History of Benalia is better than another mana rock. Creatures you control gain first strike and vigilance after this main phase. There's additional combat. There is Thassa. On the off chance that other blue-white thing that gives value comes around. This is also just a straight-up removal spell. 5 damage to attacking or blocking creature. Do I have any other ETB effects right now? Because that is only creatures, right? Oh, I do. I really do. Darn. Oh well. Hornswoggle. I'm not gonna run that. Right now we're mono white. Kavu is more on color. As we're going Boros, it looks like. Non-Archon creatures get power and toughness 3/3. Do I have enough things that make tokens that's actually good? Kinda looks like it. Oh well, too late now. Temple of Triumph. I'm not too crazy about Charming Prince, but Angel of Invention is a good ETB. Sanctuary Warden's a good ETB. So we have a few good enters the battlefield effects. Probably not gonna run that either. Okay. We have time to think again. We don't have to think, because there's Lightning Helix. Exile another target creature you control, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control. Whenever the creature enters the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, put a +1 counter on it. If it's a unicorn, put 2 instead. So that kind of lets me... That's pretty cool. It might make it around, though. Whenever one or more other creatures enter the battlefield under your control, seek a land card. Use it only once each turn. I mean, that's honestly not bad. Treasure Map is also not bad. Scry, if it has 3 transform it, lets you draw 3 cards, basically. After Scry 3, draw 3. That is also just a 4-drop 4/4. Man, that art is really cool. Emil the Blessed. That's really pretty. Alright. Probably the Elspeth. Search your library for a basic land, reveal it. If I had gone the blue-white flash route, I'd be having a pretty solid blue-white flash deck. Oh man. This does not seem that good to me. It'd essentially be draw one, lose one, make the opponent sacrifice a creature. Chandrix is really good. Alana and Elena are also really good. But right now we're pretty much in mono white. What is this? Okay, whenever this creature does combat damage to a player, you may cast. Okay. Kaya's really solid. If I decide I want to splash black, what's my curve look like? Pretty solid. I feel like Thraben Inspector is actually pretty darn good. What is this? Of a random creature card with mana value X? That is absurd. Like, not a random creature card that's in your deck, a random creature card. So you could be like 5-tap, discard a land, get Kiki Jiki, and then pay 4 and get a Resto Angel and be like, ah, well, I guess it's a token, so that specific combo wouldn't work. Maybe I didn't think hard enough about that pack. Oh well. That's pretty cool. Not sure how many instants and sorceries I have, though. Like Helix, Sacred Fire. So 1, 2, 3. 3 instants and sorceries. Urabrask was not, create 4 tokens. That's funny. It's funny as fuck, actually. We have kind of a Tribal Angel thing going on. Not really, but... Oh, they already gain life. I think Taralf's Disciple is good. Champion of Wits is also good. Urabrask is pretty good. I think Taralf's Disciple is more what I need on curve. Ooh, Electrolyze is really nice. Still, Angel of Invention and Sanctuary Warden are like the only good blink things. That's not true. I have Charming Prince and that. I'm probably not going to run any of these. That guy's nuts. That land cycles. Guardian Idol is decent. I'm barely in red, so I don't really want to go further into another color. What is this? Create 2 1/1 birds. Flashback, tap 3 creatures. Oh, that's really cool. So it kind of makes 4. Really. Integrity and Intervention's really good. Lannery Storm's really good. Zerial's okay. What does this do? Token of Vigilance. That's nuts. Whenever I cast a creature spell, I get a 4/4. Like, I would love to have Lannery Storm, but that thing... Oketra seems really strong. That also seems strong. Extra combat phases. Can only hope the Integrity and Intervention comes around. Terror of the Peaks is nice. Cathar Commando would also be pretty good. Fight with Fire is pretty good. No. Hey, Orion. Orion's actually pretty decent, but I like Terror of the Peaks. Even if he is double red. You guys creature spells, put it onto the battlefield. I guess I'm getting one of these Myrrh. And the 2 colorless is kind of cool. Like, that's some serious ramp there. The Unicron came around. Back Alley Gardener, though. Lets me empty my deck. Nah, this does the blinky thing. I'm at 20 cards, so I can start cutting stuff. Thriving Bluff is a red-white land. I don't really need another burn spell, do I? I might. Copy target permanent spell. Thriving Bluff. Probably not gonna run Urabrask. Probably not gonna run Soul Herder. Probably gonna run Captain Lannery Storm. Okay, here we go. Spell it's not much damage, +1. Cast your next instant sorcery. Exile your top 3 and you may play one of them. Hey, wait a minute. That's Farewell. Also, wait a minute. That's Reckoner Bankbuster. That's a Sacred Foundry. Wow, okay. Do I really need more powerful 3-drops? Do I really want to run Farewell? I think I have powerful enough cards to contend, but the thing is, there's so many other powerful cards in this format that I don't know. Well, I got the land. I have a land. Inspiring Overseer, I love that. Destroy up to 1 target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3. It's also a 4/6 vigilance. Kyodai is pretty nice too. Arcane Bombardment would be kind of hilarious. With literally 2 burn spells. I don't know. Is Inspiring Overseer better just because it draws? I think Cavalier of Dawn is better, especially with the kind of ramp I have. Adeline is for real. What does Lorehold Command do? There's no way it's as good as Adeline, though. Even the Inspiring Vantage, like, whatever. Yeah, these are good cards, but they're not the best cards. Even now, I could probably cut red. Shadow Spear? Recast a multicolored spell, draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do like Shadow Spear a lot, though. +1/+1 trample lifelink on, like, any of these decent creatures is really good. Not sure if that's 2 mana intensive. Enter the battlefield. Neheb. Guess I'll grab Neheb. Probably not run him. I'm already over. I've already got too many cards. I think I'll drop Palladium or... Alright, and then we're at capacity, so... I mean, this is a pretty solid curve, I think, for a draft deck. We're mostly mono-white. Splash red. Bruh. What is this? All non-combat damage that will be dealt to you and creatures you control. Or non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control. Create a unicorn. I have too many 5-drops already. Mikaeus is nice, Valorous Stance is nice, Maze Mine Tome would be a lot of value. Brutal Cathar, though. Ugh. That may have been a mistake, but that's okay. Magda. Only thing I have that makes treasures is Lannery Storm. Giant Killer seems pretty solid, though. triple my damage. Seasoned Pyromancer's really good. Create 3/1/1 seems really good. I don't know which one of these is better. Probably SRAM's Expertise, just because... Oof, Bankbuster. We got so much value now. But Farewell, though. That's such a board wipe. Okay. And dies. Return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. That exiles itself, so... Besides Mind Stone, that has, like, no targets. Wait, which one of these is the most dangerous? That seems annoying. Leyline Prowler is fixing for the people who need it. Can't believe Valorous Stance came around. Okay. I can just go mono white. If I do the red splash, that's definitely not how my lands are going to be. I do like having Lightning Helix and Sacred Fire for if anyone else is playing aggro. The hasty 3-drops seem really random, though. We have some good ETB stuff. Comes a 2/2 artifact until end of turn. I like the mana rocks, too. $17 lands, 44 cards, 5 red sources. Put it at 18 lands. Let me think for a second. I'm just going through every single card in my head. Giant Killer, Thraben Inspector, love that. Charming Prince is good. He has so many things he combos with. Let me try this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. 9 ETB effects on creatures, basically. That's pretty solid for Charming Prince and for the Emiel the Blessed. Let's try this. I'll try it like that. If I lose a game, then I'll just go back in, cut a few things, and really try to trim the fat, make it just the best cards, although I honestly have no idea what to cut at that point. It looked pretty good to me. I know how crazy this format is, and the opponent might just, like, use a Reanimator spell and get the Gecko Overlord. That is fantastic. I forgot to check other people's names for anything funny, but that is pretty fantastic. This hand is okay. Charming Prince on nothing seems kind of... Oh, he scries. That's right. I don't think I'm going to play Giant Killer out. I think I'm going to hold him up as a kill spell. But I'll still play white first. He'd have to play something pretty, like, a mana dork or something for me to prioritize Sacred Fire. Yeah. We need land. Scry. Yeah. Bought them both of those. They're not land. They are not land. That is land. We'll start with Taralf's Disciple. That'll give me lightning bolts. It gives me 4 lightning bolts in my deck every time I attack, so the more I attack with it, the more likely I am to just draw more bolts. I kind of like that. It's pretty decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sure. Looks like we're still in Boros Burn. I just made a video earlier today. I was playing Boros Burn. Where you cast a creature spell. I'm guessing he makes the 1/1. All at you. All at you. We'll buff Lannery Storm and burn you. Well, that worked. I didn't think I was aggro. I really didn't think I was an aggro deck. I need to look at the deck again real quick, because that did not play how I thought I would be the slow-rolling kind of control type deck. What was that? Okay, I guess my curve is relatively low for this kind of format. Lots of 2 and 3 drops. And Charming Prince, MVP. If I hadn't scryed those 2 cards to the bottom, I'd have been dead. I'd have drawn no lands for 2 turns in a row and done nothing while my opponent played their enchantment and their planeswalker. Big difference between a turn 3 3-drop and a turn 5 3-drop. That Prince Charming, though. What was the last name? It was funny. I already forgot it, but I know it was funny. I'll keep this. We'll just pretend we're mono white. Bro is playing Yorion. What? Okay, it only has to be a 60. Okay. I thought it had to be 80. I was like, how did they even do that? They probably have so many lands. Still think I hold up the Giant Killer. Jacob Hauken, sure. I think I will use it for 1 scry. We want land, preferably mountain. He can attack. That would be kind of funny. We'll scry. And think. Sorry, Oketra, I can't. I need lands. Show me what you're working with. Let me make something cost more. Probably something with flying. Sure. Draw exile. Without pain, it's mana cost. That's pretty brutal. Tome of the Guild Pact is a 5-drop. He's at 4. Instant and sorcery cost less. Toski. I guess I'll take Toski because it's the only playable thing. The bro got bombs. He sure did. So that's going to be Primal Amulet. He did have the land. That's pretty brutal. Give me land or give me land. Thank you. I think Adelin's better. I have to be aggressive here. Because that's whenever you attack. So he probably plays Tome. Oh, that's pretty brutal. I really don't like that. Tome of the Guild Pack, because it's face down. So he had Tome, God Pharaoh's Gift, Yorion. Tome, God Pharaoh's Gift, Yorion. I do remember that much. Really do want this land, though. Bruh. It's not a land, though. There we go. Alright. Is this good enough? Wait, did he not block? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bro needs a board wipe. Bro needs a board wipe. Like, he doesn't want a board wipe. He needs a board wipe. If he has one under Jacob Hawken, I guess. Well, isn't this during upkeep? No. You may play a... Okay, so if he does have one under Hawken... Does it say once during each of your turns? Yes. Sure. That does not seem correct. That continues to not seem correct. I would love a burn spell here. Yeah. Sure, it's not like it taps it permanently or anything. So what? Does he just know he's losing, so he's trying to have some fun? If those had lifelink, maybe. Even then, I just swing with flying. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It worked. And we just played mono white. I didn't play a single red card. I didn't even need the mountain. The mountain was there as an afterthought. Unicorn was definitely slow, but if they somehow made that game grindy, it might have been useful. Because I could, like, blink the Angel of Invention. Blink Angel of Invention, make 2 1/1s, give them both +1 counters, repeat. Ooh, I gotta cut my fingernails. I know y'all don't care about that. Miss Maybe? It's a funny name. Yeah. Yeah, because if I draw a land, it works. Especially if it's a mountain. If I can resolve God Eternal Oketra, that at least has something to do with my 2 mana. In case I don't draw the mountain. Don't let me forget to crack the clue, though. Please be a land. Very nice. Can't really afford to attack here, but I can play Overseer. Lots of ETBs. Not a lot of red mana. Terror of the Peaks is pretty bad here. The question is, do I want to commit to the board state or commit to playing Farewell? Dies or is put into exile. You may put it into its owner's library, third from the top. So, Oketra actually kind of survives Farewell. A creature you control flying dies. Oof. I guess that means I don't block the Blade Splicer. Ouchie. I block there, the Splicer comes back with flying, and he gets another 3/3. I'll say no blocks for this turn. I'll blink the Overseer. That's pretty good. If he does swing with Broodmoth, that's pretty darn good. If he swings with Broodmoth thinking he can just get Blade Splicer back... Did I miss a... I did not miss a land drop yet, but I'm about to. Ira Dawnbringer. Well, okay. Okay. I do still need to... Giant Killer's pretty good here, actually. Swing for 2 because I can double block there. And only lose one of my less important creatures. That's pretty good. Although Farewell hitting just artifacts now is kind of insane. Create a 4/4 black zombie creature token with Vigilance. And depending on what he does, this can just kind of take over. Like, if he plays, like, some other big expensive artifact, that would be great. If he plays an expensive artifact and I draw the land to play Farewell. Phew. Gilded Lotus is a lot of mana. He has 8 mana right now. Velomachus Lorehold. Nuts. May as well swing with it. Why didn't he? Ugh. He's a crazy person. Alright, let's go grab our mountain. Right? Because that's whenever I cast a creature spell. Let's get our mountain. Probably want to tap Velomachus. Why he didn't swing with Velomachus, I don't know. Let me think. I'm okay with Oketra trading with Velomachus. Actually. What is he looking at? What one drop does he have? He's alright with the trade. We'll kill Velomachus. Actually, wait a minute. If I kill that... Yeah, if I kill that, then... Like, Oketra actually lives here. Sure. So we just tap Velomachus and then swing out. I'm pretty sure that's lethal and then some. Yeah, okay. Radiant Scroll Wielder, sure. Sure. Let's tap that. Okay. Because I can play Angel of Invention, buff team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's exactly lethal. I think that is exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. He's gonna block that, so that's 8, 9, 10, plus 5. Yeah, I think that's correct. And let's create the servos. I don't actually have to do it with tapping, but I think that's correct. So let's tap that and swing out. Oh shoot. It's not good game. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, he didn't block. See, I just realized that if he blocks Oketra, first strike happens first. If he uses the damage from the devil to kill Angel of Invention. So I should have given Angel of Invention the +1 counters. Actually. Or tap the devil. Either way. Either way, I misplayed, did not get punished for it, so whatever. So whatever. Ye old Boros Burn. Groll Commander. Is that Borborygmos or Borborygmos Enraged? This is pretty good. I do not have a lot of red things. Love to draw land. Make a bunch of 1/1s. So he's gonna pay 1 life, make a treasure. Yep. There we go. I mean, if I resolve Oketra next turn, the sheer amount of value. Start by swinging. Start by attacking. I guess I could play Thraben Inspector instead. Play Thraben Inspector and then crack the treasure or clue. Nah, Elspeth. Elspeth is the choice. Oh, does he have a counterspell or something? Create 2 humans. I'm stuck on lands. I don't know if the opponent is. Does he have a kill spell? The bro has mana. The bro has mana for days. He has 5 colors. He has Wooburg. He could play Maelstrom Archangel or something. Or Erebos, Bleak-Hearted. You pay 2 life if you do draw a card. Pretty decent. Dope. He's indestructible. Is Oketra better, or is Angel of Invention better? I think Oketra's better. Yeah. Let's play Oketra. I could just... nah. More 1/1s. If he doesn't have a board wipe, I think I can pretty well kill him next turn. Yeah. We're gonna swing out. Because why wouldn't I? There we go. Triome. So he is in 3 colors, probably not 5. He might be in 4 or 5 colors, but I doubt it. Sacred Foundry, okay. I don't have much reason to shock here. I want to give the Angel the +1s, so that it doesn't die to Erebos. Rescus Contempt. Well, I guess I'll get the 1/1s then. You kinda took that choice away from me. Shock. Thraben Inspector. Do you have a board wipe, me Bruda? Yeah. that was a bit much. I'll be punching him for 9 there in a second. Look at this. Look at this. Are these all cards that are in Historic? I feel like they're not all cards that are legal in Historic, but probably mostly, right? That's not the kind of jank that would actually win games in Historic, though. Like, oh, you make a million 1/1s? Have you heard of this card called Meat Hook Massacre? Have you heard of Day of Judgment or Wrath of God? I forget which one's actually in Historic. Alright, here we go. This deck is working. Okay. I think I figured out this format. You just try to go monocolor as hard as you can. And that's how you win. Because you try doing this 3-color, 4-color crap, and it's too inconsistent. Yeah, it can be really powerful. Like, Kaido Shizuki followed by Gitrog is bonkers, right? But how often are you really gonna get that? Oh, this is alright. Make sure I play the mountain. I wish I could... I don't know how to set, like, your default land art, but I would like to set my default land art to something else than whatever just happens to be newest. I don't expect him to play, like, a 2-drop 3/1, so... I don't think holding up Sacred Fire is correct. Watch him play a 2-drop 3/1 now. Draws Disciple. Helix. It's pretty good. Especially since he's playing more control colors. And extra, especially because I don't have any bloody land. Helix is probably better than Sacred Fire. A Braid would be nice. A Braid would sure be nice. Yeah, I guess that's still correct. I need land. Missing land drops is pretty hard. It hits me pretty hard. Meanwhile, this bro is playing a full-on Jeskai control deck. Full-on historic Jeskai control. Is there any lightning in this art? Alright, Lannery Storm. We have to try. When pirates and soldiers work together. You're not allowed to have more removal spells. Bruh, okay. I'll keep swinging for one. Eventually you'll resolve a bomb. Hopefully it's a creature that I can just kill with Valorous Stance. Or a Planeswalker that you minus and then I can kill it with Sacred Fire. I don't know. This is not going very well. Your end step, choose a card type, reveal the top 3, put all cards of the chosen type. Brutal. I can kill that with Valorous Stance, though. That I can do. So let's just get rid of that immediately. I could have played Emil instead, but I don't feel like him getting that much value, because that's kind of absurd. I'll hang on to Sacred Fire. This time, I will play Emil. I will play Emil. It's not spaghetti. It's unicorn, actually. Look, horn is a little bit curved. Just like, what were you thinking? Spell Swindle. The man has 1,000,000 mana. That's terrifying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 10 mana. 11. He has 11 mana. The bro could crackle with Power Me to death. Exile target non-land permanent. I don't think Angel of Sanctions is worth playing with no target. It's kind of funny that he didn't do anything. Does he just flashback Sacred Fire? That's funny. I mean, that's... what could he possibly have in his hand? Is it just more counter spells and burn spells? I can't imagine. Well, that's annoying. Sacred Fire your face. Sanctuary Warden. We're not playing around him having, I can't play around counter spells, first off, but, if he can play enough creatures to just burn me to death with Terror of the Peaks. Is that another Spell Swindle? I think this game's about over. I'm not giving up just yet, but I think this game's about over. Bro built like a real deck. Zlazwer. That's an unfortunate name. I'm sure they did that on purpose, though. A lot of people see this, they're like, Corn X60? What is it, Corn X60? Huh? Huh? Oh, I was really hoping it was Farewell. Alright. I mean, he has so much mana, he has to have counter spells, right? Whirlwind Denial. GG. I ain't even mad. The dude knew what he was doing. He's like, I'm gonna pick counterspells and bombs. That's what I get for saying that I figured the format out, just play one color. I'm like, oh yes, the 3 colors don't work, you say. How about this? But to be fair, he could have played mono blue and still beat me. Like, he could have played just the blue cards that he played and still won. Dominaria United. I don't know anything about what's going to happen in Dominaria United. The Brothers' War. Isn't that a thing that happened, like, a long time ago in Magic lore? I don't know all the details. Isn't that, like, Urza and, Yawgmoth? Is he the other one? I don't remember. Xander. What a name. You think they were Xander before, like, Xander the card was around? I'll keep this. I do need to draw a land, but once I draw that land... That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean... Just forget about Guardian Idol, please. Ah. No such luck. I mean, a 4/3, what does this have? Flying Vigilance Lifelink is pretty darn solid, so I'll give it the +1s. I'm not sure what makes that worse. Any Bolt makes that the worst play, but still get to play Sanctuary Warden. Makes it feel not so bad. Opponent has 5 mana, and they are green-red. Ognis, sure. Tap Treasure, sure. Obviously no blocks. Land. Yeah, let's get rid of 1 shield counter. Will I give up the other shield counter for... Oof! It's pretty good. So he sacrifices Ognis to kill the angel, right? I think that's correct. It's pretty good. Let's go with Angel of Sanctions. We're going to take away Zeatora. Yes. This may be a little risky. But no risk, no reward. Or something like that. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Is that the saying? Let's get that Sanctuary Warden going to work, man. Still, the buffing the team is gone, which is kind of rough. And he has 9 mana. At Sushi. I haven't seen that art for At Sushi before. Maniform Hellkite. The bro has dragons. Oh, the squirrel gets bigger. I didn't even think about that. Let's see, I can do Emil and just start blinking the Sanctuary Warden. That's kind of insane. Exile the top 2 or create 3 treasures. Does this activate only as a sorcery? It does not activate only as a sorcery. So I think Emil is correct. If he double blocks, I just blink it then, right? I think I'd rather just wait. I really think I would rather just wait. It does not say activate only as a sorcery, so that's kind of nuts. Would this and Sanctuary Warden, like, draw a card, make a 1/1 every turn? He gets more dragons. That's kind of cool. If he taps out, I can play Wandering Emperor. Man, whatever. I don't have to take the 3. Does he have a burn spell? That's pretty good. I did that in the wrong order. That's okay, though. And he gets to keep that one. Let's kill Zeotora. Like, immediately. Just kill Zeotora. So at least that's out of the way. Did I not give it the +1 counter? Weird. I can also embalm that and exile, like, at Sushi or something. This only costs 3, right? So I could do that twice. Oh, I used it on the wrong thing. I see what happened. Decline. Beginning of the next end step. Value for days, bro. This time it's definitely correct. Decline, decline, and pass. I will eventually have enough 1/1s to just overwhelm him. Not sure what I want to hit with the Helix. It's very possible I want to hit the Kiki token that he is inevitably going to make. Facebreaker, sure. I think I just blink the Warden again. Can't really think of anything better to do with it. If he has a way to kill Emil, like, it does say another target creature, so... Alright, looks like that's my last time getting to do this. Still, the sheer amount of value I produced with it. If I Angel of Sanctions the Mana Form Hellkite. I still have the mana for... Not too worried about the Ravenous Squirrel. Let's embalm this. Get rid of... I'm not too scared of Mana Form Hellkite. We'll get rid of that. Yes. Should play this thing for infinite value is the plan. Yes. Wandering Emperor. Surprise, motherfucker. Give me that first strike. Yeah. Lose your Mana Form Hellkite. Lose the token too while you're at it. Okay. That may be the Lightning Helix target. Alright, I think I'm winning this, but I could be wrong. So many 1/1s. That's a choice. Do I get to see what he put on bottom? No. That's pretty cool looking. A lot of the alternate art, I think, is just stupid, but that one's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I had lethal with Elspeth. I just Elspeth minus, buff the flyers, swing for flying. That was pretty nuts. That unicorn with Sanctuary Warden was insane. I mean, imagine a card if it just said 3 mana, create a 1/1 and draw a card, and you could just keep doing it. And that's what I had going on for a while. I even made a misplay, and it didn't matter. Like when he swung with just the 3/3, I should have just let it hit me, right? It's okay, it didn't end up mattering. Sure. Almost feels like I'm playing Standard with Wandering Emperor and Farewell next to each other. No reason to shock myself. Got the new Soul Sisters. Rearrange my hand. Lightning Helix your creature. Never mind. Emil with Cavalier does let me destroy things, huh? Because I can Wandering Emperor on their turn. That's why I waited. Does he have a way to kill Wandering Emperor? I still get a 2/2, so it's not the worst. Vanishing Verse. Pretty solid removal. Let's play Elspeth. Make a couple of 1/1s. Let's play Ralph's Disciple. That was a lot of damage. Whew, that hit hard. Alright, little 5-color guy. I don't care about Golos. I'm gonna burn your face. Well, that was very aggro. It was a lot more aggro than I expected. Farewell hasn't mattered once. Like, I've drawn it several times, and it's just sat there doing nothing all game. That's okay. I think I'll keep it around for now. Okay, Kingslayer 10. Kingslayer, that's what they call the one guy in Game of Thrones. I mean, hey, if a turn 3 Wandering Emperor ain't good enough, then what is? Assuming I even get that. Alright, Guardian Idol. Magma Opus. Does he actually have a way to cast it from his graveyard? Bro, if he Mizzix's Masteries on turn 3 for a Magma Opus, I don't even concede, because I actually have things that I could deal with that, potentially. I think Mind Stone History is probably better. I don't have the red mana to deal with anything right now. I say to deal with anything, I mean to play my other cards. Shocked. For what? Turgid. Sacrifice a non-token permanent or discard. That's pretty darn good. Let's kill it. That's pretty darn good. Let's kill it. I mean that quite literally. Just kill it immediately. With Raven Inspector and crack the clue. And swing for 2. Does that have knights you control? He has the Mizzix's Mastery. What a bro. That's just insane. Kills the 2 knights. Yup. That's nuts. Okay, he's tapping all those and killing the knights. I mean, it's not like I can do anything about it. Let's play just Ralph's Disciple. Swing for lightning bolts. Give me the first strike. Alright, now I'm about out of cards, and he still has a million cards, so this is an uphill battle. Lily. Sure. May as well play this. Animate you. Next to attacks. Kill Lily. And make a samurai. So we're not out of it. It's just gonna be an uphill battle. Arcane Bombardment. Burn you. We gotta kind of try to be aggro here. doesn't have any instants or sorceries, though. So right now, that does nothing. Sure. Sanctuary Warden may make a difference. Browse Expertise. Sure. Bounce the things. Why not bounce the Sanctuary Warden? Because he's going to play Fight with Fire. Okay. Odd choice. Let's play the Spellbinder. Show me what you're working with. Counter spell. Recast your first instant or sorcery. I mean, if I just don't cast any spells, that doesn't really do much. But I can still make it cost 6 mana. Even if he does get the free Browse Expertise off of something, I don't think it really matters. Alright, Kingslayer. You didn't get to slay this king. Not today. Not today, brother. Hey, that was pretty fun. Alright, if you enjoyed this sort of content, go ahead and like, subscribe. I want to look at the deck for another second. That went really well. Wandering Emperor and Sanctuary Warden were the MVPs, although the Mana Rocks definitely helped. Lost my train of thought there. Yeah, if you enjoyed this kind of content, go ahead, like, subscribe. I'm going to keep at it. Peace out, y'all.